I speak unto thee this day, and I say that I hate, I abhor, I despise stubbornness. I say I hate it. I say I hate it. And I say when I see it in my people, I am thoroughly disgusted. For I say there is no reason for my own people to be stubborn against me. I say in this wicked generation that it is stubbornness and pride and rebellion that is ruling throughout the land, that is literally ruling in the world. And I say that men think their stubbornness is cute, and they think that somehow they get by. But I say that I hate stubbornness. And I say that I hate the ones who continually yield to stubbornness. That is against me. For I say that I, the living God, never intended that men would have their own will, that men would have their own way. Yet I say that stubbornness insists that they do. Then I say when they follow after stubbornness, they are following in the way of their own destruction, their own damnation. Oh, what fools they are. I say this day that I, the living God, do not give mercy unto the stubborn, the proud, the rebellious, for I have withdrawn the mercy. And I say it is a time that I will beat them repeatedly with my wrath. And I say when they, through their proud resistance of stubbornness against me, have imagined they got by and they still get by, I say they are in a delusion, for it is not so. For I say it is me, the living God, who will indeed beat the stubborn, who will indeed beat the proud, the rebellious. I say this day that I, the living God, will by my Spirit reveal the stubbornness in thee. And I say when I do that, it is not the time to deny it, nor is it the time to pretend that you can go along with it, but I say it is the time to declare war. I say it is the time to declare war upon stubbornness, for I, the living God, am thoroughly sickened by this. And I say that I do not want thee attached to stubbornness, not in any way. I say there are those who are so stubborn, I prove to them they are wrong, yet they will not repent. And I say it is because of stubbornness. I say it is because of willful disobedience. I say it is because they insist and persist in having their way. I say there are many who will end in hell because of stubbornness. And I say they love it because they are so headstrong to have their way. And I say they are so determined to walk afar off. But I say they are fools. I say this day that I, the living God, never called thee to be a fool, but I say that I call thee to be wise. That is, to come forth in the truth, the light, the mercy that I give thee, ever made glad in the same. And I say that I call thee to know that it is me, the living God, you are meant to please, and not any other. I say this day that I, the living God, do determine that my own people in this hour will be obedient to me. Not the time to play around. It is not the time to procrastinate. It is not the time to show that you can be a thick forehead. It is not the time to be obstinate. But I say it is a time to bow down. And I say it is the time to move with me. And I say it is the time to obey me. I say this day when you see a man or a woman who puts forth the expression that they are hungry for me, yet I say they are stubborn against me, what is it that they do? I say they keep the spirit man in captivity to the carnal man, that is, to the beast. And I say they keep themselves away from obedience, even though they may express that they are hungry. And I say it is because they are bowing to stubbornness. And I say that to do so is a great offense unto me. I say this day that I, the living God, will not put up with stubbornness, for I have had it with the same. And I say that I have declared war against it. And I say you must likewise declare war against it. For I say stubbornness could cause you to easily lose your soul and be damned forever. I say if you only knew the multitudes who ended in hell, who are going to hell, and who will abide in hell because of stubbornness, I say that you would be astonished, to say the least. For I say that stubbornness is a great offense unto me. Now consider my own people. I say, did they listen to me? Did they obey me? Did they walk in my commands unto them? I say no. They stubbornly resisted me. That is, they gave in to willful obstinance, willful disobedience, rather than willing themselves to obey. And I say time and time and time again, I sent my prophets unto them, crying out, calling them unto me, calling them to hearken unto my words, calling them to repent. And what did they do? I say they stubbornly refused. I say that stubbornness is perversion. For I say when a man will choose to believe in his stubbornness rather than the truth, rather than my commands, rather than my desire for obedience from my own, I say that he's literally yielding himself to perversion. For I say that he's perverting the truth, and he's taking up a lie, and he's taking up a pretension, and I say that he's taking up a mockery because of stubbornness. I say this day, if you look even at the nations, I say that I beat them and I beat them and I beat them in my wrath. And they refuse to repent. And they refuse to give up their idols. And they refuse to turn unto me. And I say it is because of stubbornness. For I say that there are multitudes amongst humankind who would rather die in stubbornness than live in obedience. Now consider the power of stubbornness. I say it is, of course, a huge and massive, fat and flourishing demon force. But I say that the force has no power at all if a man does not yield his will to the Satan. For I say if you refuse to will your will to stubbornness against me, I say that stubbornness will have no power over you. For I say it is in the determination of the will whether the demon can even function. And I say when the will is against me, stubbornness does flourish. I say when the will is for me, I say that stubbornness is dissipated. I say this day, if you see your life in the light that I see it, how many times have you missed me? How many times have you put me off? How many times have you laughed within yourself because of your stubbornness? And you thought you got by. You don't get by. There's none that gets by with being stubborn against me. I say where you have willed your will to disobedience because of the stubbornness within thee, you have literally willed yourself to damnation. Now stop and consider that. Is it worth it to be stubborn? Is it worth it to be proud? Is it worth it to be in willful disobedience? I say it is only a fool that would think that the thrill of stubbornness is worth it all. But I say you are living in a generation when fools are multiplied, and they think in their foolery they get by with the same. But I say they are deceived, and I say they are seeking to deceive others. I say even in the perversion of my word, whereby men know it is wrong, but they go along with it anyway, and they even preach it and declare it. It is because of stubbornness. It is because they are determined they will make me give them what they want. Think how ugly, how hideously ugly that is unto me. And think how much that my wrath is kindled against a stubborn, willful, proud, hateful, rebellious generation. I say that the spirits of stubbornness and pride and rebellion are not only covering this land, but I say they have spread throughout the world. And I say that men imagine, because of sophistication and communication, that they know everything. But they realize not that I may smite them in their so-called communication. And I may bring them down to nothing, if I so choose to do so. And then all that they think they know will be nothing at all. For they do not even know how to cooperate with me because of stubbornness, because of pride, because of rebellion. I would ask thee, do you think that I, the living God, find pleasure in repeated punishment, in repeated wrath revealed, in repeated beatings and scourgings? I say I don't. But I say it is a must-do job. For I say, if I do not release my wrath upon the stubbornness and the pride and the rebellion of humankind, I say the time will come that all will be utterly destroyed. I say this day, do not be stubborn even against my wrath, in the sense that within yourself you think I'm unjust, or you think that I'm wrong. I am not wrong. I say it is men who are wrong, and it is men who have pushed me too far, because they have willed themselves to stubbornness against me. And I say they have resisted me, and I say they have refused me, and I say they have walked afar from me, and I say in it all that they have brought unto themselves is a bog and a mire, and they are stuck in the sand. I say, consider the times that ye are in. I say physically, they are the easiest times that humankind has ever known. And yet I say, look how few will move with me, will mobilize for me, will obey me. They have such cheap excuses that they offer me, when men and women in times past have left all and gone on nothing and believed in me and suffered great loss and suffered great hardship and even gave their lives for obedience unto me. And yet I say in this hour that men offer me cheap excuses and think that I hear the same. What stubborn fools they are. For in offering excuse unto me, what is it that you think they want? They want their own way. They want to be in control. They want to dictate unto me. And I say they're repulsive to me. I say, look at the church, or at least that thing that calls itself that. It is a fat whore. It is a diseased whore. And it is hideously ugly. But I say that it is determined to have its way. It is stubborn. It is proud. It is rebellious. And they think they are praising me. They are not praising me. They are praising the idols they have brought forth. They are praising the images. They are praising their imagination. And they are praising their own stubbornness, because they think they've gotten me to bow. I say how disgusting it is when men and women through pride will grow so alienated unto me that they do not even perceive how willful and stubborn and hateful and obstinate, rebellious and proud they are against me. But I say that I, the living God, see it all. And I say they weary me. They disgust me, because their choices oppose me. I say this day, do not seek to oppose me in any way whatsoever, but I say, seek to bring all things into obedience unto me. I say, even in the thought life, bring it down into obedience unto me. I say, if you are continually tormented and vexed in your mind, it is because you are stubbornly clinging to things you are meant to give up and abandon and forsake. And I say, in those stubborn closets of idolatry, 1,000,000 demons dwell. And they have rights to torment and vex thee if you are stubborn against me. I say there are some people who literally go mad. They go insane because of stubbornness. I will repeat it unto you. I hate stubbornness. I hate stubborn people. I hate stubborn nations. Is it worth it to be stubborn? Is it worth it to oppose me every day? To live in stubbornness and pride and rebellion? Is it worth it to die in stubbornness, to perish in stubbornness, to spend eternity in hell because of stubbornness? I say, if you could only perceive the ugliness of stubbornness, if you could only perceive the wickedness of stubbornness, I say, would you choose it and lose it all? I say this day, hate stubbornness. Hate stubbornness. Will yourself to oppose it. Will yourself to obedience. Will yourself to my will, for in the same is life. I say it is a time for war against stubbornness. I have declared it. You declare it. And fight against it. Pull it down. For it is nothing but the way of destruction. For I say that it is me, the living God, who is indeed bringing wrath upon the stubborn, the proud, the rebellious. and it is my time of war. I say thank me and pray.